Outlands, the Baron and Baroness of Cairta.
Your Majesties, Your Excellencies, good nobles and gentles all, now before you come to hear Al-Razi and Rivka Vladimirovna Rivkina, Baron and Baroness of the venerable and mighty Cairta.
The Baroness of Alberon.
Your Majesties, I present to you from the heart of your kingdom, Adriana de Tarante, Baroness of Alberon.
The Baron and Baroness of Dragonspine.
Your Majesties, Your Excellencies, good populace all, here now comes before you the Baron and Baroness of Dragonspine, Trelleval, Bactolo, Macangosa, and Adelasia Benoit.
The Baron and Baroness of the Citadel of the Southern Pass.
Outlands, from the deepest, darkest parts of the Outlands. Far, far, and warmer. Joel and Carlos coming to this court, honored to be here this day. Bulwarks of the South, keepers of Cow, and bringers of peace to the North by encouraging friendship because of cows.
The Baroness and Baroness of Unserhofen.
Forth from the northern gate, flowing with the cool morning breeze, a gentle melody falls upon thine ears. Kita and Sophia, the Baronesses of Unserhofen, bring greetings and cheer before their Majesties' court.
Greetings. Cheer. Greetings.
The Baron and Baroness of Cairgalen.
Your Majesties, gathered excellencies, and good populace all! We come to you on this day, the day of your heir's coronation, and ask you for a favor. The favor we ask is to keep your kingdom in your hearts and keep your spirits high as you step down from your seats on this auspicious, somber yet joyous day. It is my pleasure to present to you the keepers of the Valley of Song and the ringleaders of the three-ring circus, Wolfgang Sebastian Kohlhammer and Rowena Cobra, Baron and Baroness of Cairgalen.
the Baron and Baroness Arkell.
Majesties, Excellencies, nobles of the greatest kingdom in the known world, look to the horizon. The eagles are here. I bring news. The passes are open. The river flows freely, and your Majesty's bridge is secured.
You can't start yet.
Here now opens the final court of Simon and Aria, Hrothgar and Ingriðr of the Outlands. Their Majesties wish you to make yourselves comfortable. Their Majesties wish it known that on January 17th, 2026 Gregorian, Simon and Aria, Hrothgar and Ingriðr of the Outlands have issued the sanction of removal from the royal presence against Sir Lothar Lecoy, mundanely known as Ty Bryden.
Thank you all so much for joining us on this amazing day. Our time on the thrones has been packed with joy and love and not a little bit of work, but every minute of it has been worth it. I would not trade this experience for anything in my life, and everybody in this room has had a part to play in that, and I thank you all. Our lives have been touched by so many of you that I can scarcely even think or remember. And this has been one of the single greatest experiences of my life. And all of you are the reasons for that. I would take just a moment. We have lost friends. We have people that are no longer with us. And I would just ask everybody, take a moment, take a little reflection on those that we have lost.
For those that do not know, we lost the Honorable Lady Elizabeth Baker this week. She was passionate about Outlands University and always trying to help make the university stronger.
Thank you, Your Majesty. And I would also ask that you all just take a minute to remember that this is our chosen family. We are all family, and take a moment to thank, hug, kiss, show love in whatever way you choose to do so to those people that make your lives and our lives so much richer. We can get caught up in all of the busyness of our lives and sometimes forget to say thank you. And I would like to say thank you to every one of you. Huzzah.
We do not have words. And saying our love to all of you. You are what have made the past 6 months special and amazing.
Her Majesty calls forward Lord Gilbertus de Messina, Gilbertus de Messina, and Lady Dryantalia. I am not doing it today. I am sorry. Alia.
The chasing the chief for a little bit. both of you spent so much time while we were Prince and Princess. The music you provided brought me joy in all of those little secret moments in court where I got to hear music so and you were by my side through all of that and more, and so many times during this reign, and I would like to present you both with
Three cheers for the service of these fine gentles. Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
Hip. His Majesty has need of Master Avram St. Ospelopel, Sir Uyghur Baku, Mistress Caroline Anders' daughter, Mistress Dragoslava Ikonikova, Despotisa Aishi Alramaya, Master Batu Mongo, Don Yagu Tetsuya, Lord Wolfula Redwolf Sunu, Noble Shirin Isasan, Lord Reinhardt, Master Balthazar, Mary Gervin, Maese Carlos de Andrade, Mistress Joella of Blue Lions Keep, if you would please attend their majesty.
I have heard all of my life that it takes a village. And the last 9 months has proven that to me beyond a shadow of a doubt. Everything good that we have done in this reign has been largely because of the amazing, amazing group of people that have supported us from the top to the bottom of this kingdom, and from the east to the west of our part of the SCA. From Great Western War to Penzik, from the Citadel to Platfordham, these people have come out of the woodwork and given their time and service and love to hold us, to help us, to carry us when needed. And we could not have done this without you. I fear that there may be people in the kingdom that I have missed, and I issue a large apology. I will thank as many people as I can over the next few weeks to months, but the people over the last several events that have been the most instrumental in making sure that this reign was a success, I wanted to recognize you all with my Court on Royal. This is but a small token, and it is not enough. But I love all of you, and I could not have done this without you. Thank you all.
Three cheers for the service of these fine gentles. Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
Hip, hip.
I think stop that woman!
Guards,
Stop that woman! No. This is perfectly fine. There's nothing to be afraid of. I mean, we just want to make sure. We want to make sure because attempted regicide.
I can explain!
It was just,
I can explain!
Wait. I have to. Shenanigans and tomfoolery?
My face looks like. That's not me.
This is her.
I believe this is the incorrigible Auntie Dwen.
That is a good word for it.
I keep hearing rumors. I happily, comfortably send His Majesty into the north by himself, thinking, oh, but our people will take care of him and remind him to treat the throne with the dignity that it deserves. And then, as the weekend goes by, I start receiving messages that are not very dignified.
In my defense, I was left unsupervised.
Sir Jose, I thought as King's champion that was your job.
Interesting day. Hey, Hatches.
No.
I'm ready for you this time.
I did not need to know about that. I lived the rest of my life without knowing about that.
As most, if not all of you know in this room, Dwen is a massive troublemaker.
Wait, sorry. We know.
And frequently a large pain in my posterior. But as all of you also know, all of that comes from a place of immense joy and love and fun and service. And she is one of the people in this kingdom that many of us look to when we're having a bad day, when we're struggling, or when we just need to talk to somebody who we know will be kind and loving and gentle, and sometimes disruptive as hell. But for all of that, Dwen, I hold no malice in my heart. And on this day, I will pardon you for your crimes against the crown. And on this day, I name Auntie Dwen our official kingdom troublemaker.
One and all, from the north to the south, from the west to the east, and in all corners of our kingdom, that Auntie Dwen is pardoned for the perpetration of shenanigans, tomfoolery, mischief, sorcery, and other activities that brought joy and happiness upon the populace. For this reason, we also confer upon her the number of mark as our royal troublemaker. High chief for the duration of our reign. Simon and Aria.
The beautiful regalia that His Majesty is showing off is the work of the Honorable Lady Regalis.
I'm not the person to shut.
That's entirely up to them.
Just somewhere.
Three cheers for the joy Auntie Dwen brings. Hip hip.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
Their Royal Majesties have need of Maestro Michelangelo Francesco di Genoveva.
Easy for you to say. And his hat.
Semi-John.
That's awesome. Many of you remember just a few weeks ago when we recognized Michelangelo's years of work on the rapier field and within the rapier community. And sometimes an amazing piece of art like this just takes a little bit longer. But we wanted to make sure that we recognized the artist and the man and presented this pretty quick back scroll, actually. And let everybody know how amazing our artisans are and how much we value Michelangelo's work and fighting and joy. Thank you, brother. We love you. I'm glad we were finally able to get this to you. Oh, and scroll by Mistress Angel.
Three cheers for Maestro Michelangelo. Hip hip.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
Your Majesties, the event steward has announcements for your court.
Please.
Hello, Outlands. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Me too. All right, I'm going to try to get through these. I have a few announcements, talk about the schedule a little bit today, and we'll get on with our day. So first note, please note there is no smoking on the premises. That includes the parking lot. There's a big dry field out there. We do not want to set anything on fire. So please, if you're going to go smoke, please leave the area, like leave the building, or leave the property. Yeah. All right, so the schedule for today is going to be whatever starts after court. There will be a donation lunch, so we're accepting donations for the Royal Travel Fund. If you brought something for the lunch, there are tables in the back of the front atrium right outside these doors. You can put your dish on that table so we can get it set up and be ready pretty much when court is done. And we'll announce when it is open, so please keep that in mind. We have some arts and sciences stations today. They are set up on both sides of the room. There's fiber arts, wire weaving, brewing, bookbinding, scribal, bardic, and glass. So please go check out those tables. Some have little projects you can do, some have little demos. For the bardic, which will be over in this corner, there are some musical instruments that people own, so talk to them, but there will also be performances on the 30-minute mark. There is a sign-up sheet at this table, and there will be a little circle, so you'll be performing over there. First come, first serve. If you run out of a spot, then maybe next time. So, otherwise, there is a lot of circles and meetings on the schedule, starting right after Court, Kingdom Officers first, Nobility, Shiv, Laurel, Pelican, Defense, and Mark. If you can't remember, you can always come ask me. We will also announce them. There will be, on this corner over here, there will be a Viking grave photo booth that is going to collect donations for the war truck to go to golf. So if you want to go have your photo taken, there's going to be a setup and some props. So it's run by Lady Quira, so that'll be over there. In this far back corner, the Mongolian Dell shop will be open for shopping, and those donations will go to Kergalen's Baronio Fund. And then Sunday will be the tournaments. The heavy tournament will be first, then the rapier, then the cut and thrust. It will not be here. It'll be at the Roosevelt Memorial Center in Longmont. The address is on the website. It's in the building, like the rec center building, not at the park. And we will need people to help set up the floor in the gym. So if you, especially if you're a heavy fighter and you want to help out, we would love it if you come early and help us put down the floor so we don't scuff up their floor. I think that's all I have. So if you have any questions, come find me or talk to the gate. They know where to find me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Three cheers for the event steward and the staff. Hip hip.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Hip.
Huzzah!
The crown summons before them the order of defense. In our society, there exist diverse orders of merit to recognize achievement in many disciplines. The highest of those, awarded by patent of arms, constitute the several peerages. Of those, the Order of Defense recognizes great skill and knowledge of the sundry arts of fencing with the sword and other weapons besides, and the willingness to teach that skill to all who present themselves for that learning. History also tells us that prowess on foot was simply one part of the skills of defense prized by the masters of this art. Skill on horse with sword and buckler, and lance, against opponents with harness and without, was as much a part of the skills of a master as was the rapier, messer, or longsword. Such masters stood with their peers as full members of their guild, alike in dignity, equal in rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities. The crown commands before them Stallmeister Apollonia Zomstricker.
A master must have good feet beneath her, whether they number 2 or 6. Such has Apollonia, whose steps have taken her from nearby stables to pastures far across the seas. Wide is the fame of Apollonia, thanks to the elegance of her footwork. A master must strike with confidence, no matter how she be armed, and must stand ready to defend herself and her mount from all manner of weapons. Such is Apollonia, rightful bearer of scarves of white and gold. A master must know that just as great prowess requires much work, so does a great society, for such things are not built by valorous deeds, but by the steady work of many devoted hands. Such a servant is Apollonia, who toils for crown and kingdom with silver gilt heart. A master must strive to create beauty in all things, for only through such praiseworthy feats does one bring glory to creation. Such a craftswoman is laurel-crowned Apollonia, who by the skill of her own hand creates art from hide and leather. A master must dare all fine things and never despair. So comes Apollonia, vanguard of the Outlands cavalry, free of debts and obligations, having proved her skill on foot and horse at an open prize before these assembled masters, to answer her summons this day.
Stallmeister Apollonia, at our crown tournament, we asked you to contemplate elevation to this order and to give the answer to that question at a date and time of our choosing. We now request your answer. Will you take your place amongst the peers gathered around you, as we believe is right and proper? This pleases us greatly.
Bring forth the collar. Members of the Order of Defense bear a white livery collar as a sign of their rank and station, and as a visible marker of the high ideals which the Order represents. By our ancient custom, let it be passed amongst the members of the Order here assembled, through their hands and by their swords. Has the history of fencing in the Outlands been written? All who wear it share an obligation to uphold and advance this history. Let this act serve as a sign of your inheritance of this obligation, and as a sign of your bond with them, and them with you now and everlasting.
His Majesty, may both of the premier collars be passed?
Absolutely. It just saw the horse. Did Dwayne have anything to do with that? Is there a knight who would testify as to her worthiness?
There is, Your Majesty. My name is Sir Gideon MacLeod, knighted 25 years ago in the Kingdom of Anstiora, and I have faced her on the field many, many years. I wish to speak about prowess, how when we fight on horseback, our footwork is our mount, and that is a partnership. And when we fight on horseback, tempo is entirely different and requires great skill as an equestrian and a fighter. She is absolutely my equal. Every time we face on the field, this is a wonderful contest of wills and skill, and I find her inspirational and very much my peer. I also have a gift that comes from the equestrian laurels of the SCA. These spurs were made by Master Damali Redbeard, the first equestrian laurel of the SCA. For my lady, Mistress Bridger Reed of Dunvegan, the second equestrian laurel of the SCA, who wish to gift these to you as the fourth equestrian laurel of the SCA and the first equestrian Mistress of Defense.
We would hear from one of her peers in the Order of the Laurel.
Your Majesties, Your Excellencies. I am Euler von Hagenwald of Unstiora. I am a Master of the Laurel, a longtime equestrian, a longtime White Scarf, and a Lion of Unstiora. I am going to talk less about Apollonia and more about the situation we find ourselves in. It was almost 40 years ago when I was last before this court of the Outlands. I was the champion to Carlana of Unstiora when the first 3 white scarves were brought to this kingdom. For the signing of the White Scarf Treaty. That was a momentous occasion for the SCA. It set a precedent that has helped the society for many, many years and brought us to a point that we can be very, very proud of. The same thing is happening today. And I wish to thank Your Majesties, and especially the Masters and Mistresses of the Order of Defense for having the forethought, the wisdom, and the courage to be the first martial peerage to recognize someone for the skills and arms that they have on horseback. This will have a profound impact on our society. And I am glad that I am here in your kingdom for the second time for something so ground-setting as this. For you, Apollonia, we've known each other for a short period of time, only about 10 years. And as a laurel, I actually consider you my superior in the skills that you have brought to the society on your horse, on any horse. But I have something else that's very important to tell you. You, my dear, ride like a girl.
Thank you, Master Euler. Try to keep up.
I will do my very best.
We would ask a member of the Order of the Pelican to speak upon her diligent service.
I am Doe Flynn from Meridies. I also have the nickname of the Known World Wanderer. And I'd like to speak about the service of a pelican. A pelican service is a labor of love. And it is very obvious that Apollonia loves what we do, not only in the equestrian field, but all of the SCA. I've been all over the known world, all different events and wars, and I've seen Apollonia there bringing this amazing new activity that we have to show everyone else what it is that we're doing in the equestrian world. But not only has she been teaching and trying to get everyone else involved and interested in this, but she also brings people from all over the world to come and teach as well. And she goes all over the world to teach as well. She's brought people together to write up all the wonderful things we needed for this activity and to really give it legs and finally bring it to fruition so that we can all enjoy it throughout the known world. That was a serious labor of love. I believe that Apollonia is definitely my equal in service, and she deserves this privilege.
Would a member of the Order of Defense speak to her worthiness for a place among their number?
Your Majesties, I am Master Domas Alces, premier member of this order of the Outlands. And I would like to speak for this lady. Few people have shown the capability to research, recreate, love, and express joy and put the energy and work into this art and the arts that she practices more than the vast majority of us. And as such, her worthiness for this order is unquestioned. It will be an honor to have her here. But as others have mentioned, we as the order had long discussions about the nature of our order, about where exactly the order of defense wants to be, where we want to go. And we, as the order of the Outlands, have decided that this lady absolutely belongs among us and hopefully will help us lead the SCA in the future. And as such, we heartily recommend her for this.
We now call for testimony from a member of the Order of the Mark.
Your Majesties, I am honored to speak to the valor of Apollonia, as I've known her for many years. Her knowledge and practice of animal husbandry have given her many traits that are valorous. Courage and bravery come first to mind. Dedicating herself to her animals and her family is a full-time job, and yet she finds time to give to all of us. When I introduced equestrian archery into the Outlands, she not only supported me, but she learned how to shoot from horseback and encouraged other riders to learn as well. I am very grateful for her help, support of archery. I'm very grateful for her support of archery and the equestrian arts over the years. The equestrian community can tell you that her motivation is infectious, and when she sets a goal for herself, you better get out of the way. She has helped to expand a variety of riding disciplines for our kingdom to an elite level that is the envy of the known world. This is just a small example of her selflessness and dedication to the well-being of others. On so many occasions, whether it's through her arts, her equestrian knowledge, or her skill in light weapons, I have seen her share hard-earned knowledge freely, naturally becoming a leader and a person of influence through kindness and the acknowledgement of others. Valor is associated with moral strength, trustworthiness, and virtuous conduct. These are strong traits that are so common in the light weapons community, and Apollonia fits seamlessly, starting with a desire to learn, then later a desire to teach. Apollonia, you are so incredibly multi-talented, and your personal growth has set a great example over the years, full of examples of valor for all to see. Your Majesties, on behalf of the Order of the Mark, we feel that Mistress Apollonia is a strong example of valor and fully support her elevation to the Order of Defense.
Will a royal peer speak to her virtues?
I'm Tam Grimm, of everywhere, it seems, but always and forever of the Outlands. I've known Apollonia a while. I was there during my reign. It was during my reign that she brought her horse to Balmore, and I first learned of her amazing skills, but more importantly of her desire to support the kingdom. She came to me asking to find ways to bring her art into the kingdom, to bring it forth and make it more mainstream, to make it more approachable and more findable by the everyman. That is an important thing as the king, to have your populace find ways to include your entire populace into their game and to enrich our realm. As a peer, I support that, and I find her support of the royalty of the Outlands without question.
Finally, is there a member of the populace that will speak on her behalf?
Your Majesty, I, Warta Ulas, also known as Lamre Aithnin, have been a member of the populace of the Outlands for 39 years and an equestrian for 54 years. I will speak for Mistress Apollonia. Lords and ladies, nobles and gentles, populace of the Outlands, soul of the kingdom of mountain snow, desert sun, and open steppe, like the meltwater, the thunder, and the wind and the grass, today I speak with your voice. I praise to you now the horse warrior, Apollonia, to remind you of all that we value in her and her deeds, her heart and her prowess, her scholarship and her generosity, and her sacred bond with horses. Many of the great, oops, that's the good part, we don't want to skip ahead. Our ancestors lived close to the earth and all the creatures in it. King and peasant alike were neighbors of dogs and cattle, horses, hens and hogs, goats and swine, elephants, camels, and most noble of all, horses. Yet most folk living in the modern era find these creatures strangers. Apollonia has, through great love and effort, rebuilt the bridge between humans and our animal kin in the Outlands. She shares the beasts under her care with the people of the Outlands, bringing us closer to life in the period that we recreate and reminding us how such bonds enrich our lives. Noblest of these bonds is the partnership of the warrior and the warhorse, who must trust one another with their lives in the tumult of battle. Warrior and steed share their courage and strength, speed and cunning, and together become greater than either one alone, one heart truly of air and fire. Apollonia's equine companions have shared their wisdom, majesty, and kindness with Outlanders through many years, teaching some to ride, teaching some to fight, teaching horsemanship and history and empathy. Here are their names, as famous as that of their mistress. Lucy, her daughter Kitty, Fifi, Vinny, Blade, and now Tomesa. Many of the great tales and heroes that form the essence of our society and their steeds. The heroes who ride to the rescue, quest for magic or truth, the cavalry that saves the day or conquers the world. Their names are many, from history and legend. Gordafarid to Moegozin, Bradamante, Joanna of Flanders, Hippolyta, Cutalune, Jeanne d'Arc, Ethelfled of Mercia, Eowyn, Gwenllian, Epona, and many, many others unnamed. Women on horseback, armed with swords and brave hearts. Apollonia has brought these legends from the mists of myth to shining reality before our eyes. She has, through effort and study, become one of them, a living image of strength and wisdom and nobility to which we aspire. To the Outlands, she has given life to the reality of history and inspiration of its ideals, and most especially to horse girls and sword girls and women who long to be the hero who lives in their hearts and lives in Apollonia and her steeds. Child of my heart, first of your kind, lead that others may follow. We are proud that you are an Outlander.
We thank you all for your counsel.
Having heard testimony from these peers, and more besides, we find Stallmeister Apollonia worthy of the rank of master and of membership in our most noble and distinguished order of defense. We would now hear you take your master's oath before us and the members of your order. Bring forth the sword of state.
Mistress, we call you to bear witness to her words and charge you with ensuring that she remains true.
So shall it be.
Remember this responsibility.
I swear to uphold, maintain, and keep to my power all such articles, and I shall declare here, in the presence of my crown and the assembled masters, my brethren and sisters here with me at this time. I shall be a true subject to my sovereign lord and lady, Ra, Simon, and Ren, Aria, and to their successor, kings and queens of the Outlands. I shall be a true master from this day forward. I shall be a true master from this day forward. To the last of my life. Loving truth, hating falsehood. And not grudging or disdaining any master of this art. I shall not teach any suspect person. I shall not teach any suspect person. Such as murderers, thieves, or common drunkards. Or such as I know to be common quarrelers. Or such as I know to be common quarrelers. Nor keep company. But avoid all such as much as I can. But avoid all such as much as I can. If I come to any fecula, prize, game. If I come to any fecula, prize, or game. Or any kind of play at weapons concerning my art. Or any kind of play with weapons concerning my art. Be it mounted or on foot. Be it mounted or on foot. I shall without respect, favor, or hatred either. I shall without respect, hatred, or favor of either party. Give true judgment of that which I see. Give true judgment of that which I see there. I shall take no student with the intention of teaching them or causing them to be taught. I shall take no student with the intention of teaching them or causing them to be taught. With teaching them or causing them to be taught without the appropriate. I will charge the same for their learning. I will charge the same for their learning. As our other masters are accustomed to do. As our other masters are accustomed to do. Not taking less than other masters. Not taking less than other masters. Despite or hinder any other masters. To despite or hinder any other masters. I shall not promise any person learning. I shall not promise any person learning. Unless I teach him. Unless I teach him. Or cause them to be taught as a master taught. Or cause them to be taught as a master taught. I shall not teach or cause to be taught. I shall not teach or cause to be taught any other master's student. Any other master's student. Without the consent first of their master. Without the consent first of their master. And unless the said student. And unless the said student has paid their master all fees for their learning. I shall be merciful. I shall be merciful. Where I happen to have the upper hand over my enemy. Where I happen to have the upper hand over my enemy. That is to say, without weapon. Without weapon. Or under their feet. Or under their feet. Or their back. Or their back. And if I hear a disagreement. And if I hear a disagreement between other members, I shall do the best I can. I shall do the best I can to make them friends. To make them friends. And always to keep the peace if I can. And to always keep the peace if I can. I shall be courteous and honor my peers. I shall be courteous and honor my peers. Of whatsoever order. As we are all equal. As we are all equal. In our steadfast dedication to the realm. It's a very German.
German lawyers.
the order may withdraw. Thank you all.
Bring forward the collars once more. As a sign of your new rank and estate, we invest you with these livery collars, which have passed through our hands and through the hands of these assembled masters. Let their weight be an eternal reminder of the oath that you swore before us and your fellow masters and the people of the Outlands.
A fencing master requires a sword. Bring it forth.
Your Majesties, long have I carried this sword in service to the crown, and in service to my oath to the crown. Alas, time is a harsh mistress, and I find that it is time to find a more worthy person to carry this. And if it pleases you, I would love to present it.
It pleases us greatly. Swords may use to attack and to defend, to maim and to shield, to teach and to censure. We charge you to wear your sword as an outward representation of your prowess at arms, and use it to foster and promote your arts, to protect the weak and disadvantaged, and to guard your queen and your kingdom.
Bring forth the chamfron.
Absolutely.
The union of horse and rider is a sacred thing. Take this chamfron, that all who come across your mount may know that when you ride them, you fight as one.
Your Majesties, at this time, I would renew my oath of fealty.
We are pleased to receive it.
This day do I renew my homage and fealty to my sovereign lord and lady, Simon and Aria, by right of arms and grace and favor. Hrothgar and Ingriðr, the Outlands. Who will, today and from this day forward, remain my liege lords and ladies. I will remain true in all ways, serving them faithfully. This do I swear, by my honor, upon my sword, and by the high ideals which I hold as a peer of this realm. So say I, Solneistren, und Wexmeistern, Apollon Sauce.
They're good. We once again accept your homage and fealty and renew our pledge that from this day forward until the end of our reign, you are our liege woman, that we will honor your order and defend your rights as peers, that we will protect the trust that you have placed in us, mighty with justice, tempered with mercy, Arise, Fichtmeistrin Apollonia, newest order of the member of defense.
Wir, Simon und Aria, König und Königin des Outlandes, da wir gut gehört han von unseren Getrieben Apollonia Zaumstricker, so ist unser Wille, die heben in Ehren und sie lösen dem Orden der Wehr. Auch heben und bestätigen wir heimet das Wappen, das vorhin gegeben ward von dem Collogium Amorum, mit diesen offenen Briefen. Das ist azurblau, ein Rose sitzen zwischen Dreh-8-Fluten im Silber, das Meisterin Apollonia haben soll ihr eigenen und sonderlichen Bruch durch die ganze bekannte Welt, sie einem Zeichen der hohen Wertschätzungen, in der sie gehalten wird. Sie dem setzen wir unsere Hand an dem 17. Tage des Jänners, im Jahr des Societate 60, das ist 2026 noch gregorianischer Zahl. Simon, König, Aria, Königin, Andreas Weißer Hirsch, des Königs Herold. Scroll by Valeria Cabrielli.
Go now and greet them.
Fichtmeisterin Apollonia, hip hip. Their Majesties call forward Lady Marisol of Arkell.
Marisol, I hope you're resting today. Because every time we see you, you're running somewhere, getting something done, helping out people who didn't know they need help, helping out where you had committed to help, but just wanted to lend a hand.
And with a smile on her face the whole time.
And we wanted to thank you for your labor with this council.
Simon and Aria, law and hand of the Outlands, to all in singular send greetings. Whereas Marisol of Arkell is a gentle person whose service has shown forth to the enhancement of the common weal, it is our pleasure to admit her to the Order of the Stag's Heart. We grant her the right to bear the insignia of the order, to wit, bear a heart war between the attires of a stag's head and embossed argent, attired within a bordure of battled war. In witness whereof, we set our hands this 17th day of January, Anno Societatis 60, being 2026 Gregorian. Simon Ha, Aria Ven, the scroll is the work of Elspeth Moneypenny and Mistress Dragoslava.
Three cheers for the service of Lady Marisol. Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip,
Huzzah!
hip.
Huzzah!
Your Majesties, their Excellencies of Cairgalen have a gift for your court.
Your Majesty, please. It pleases us that you have lived long in your reign, and we wish to recognize that into your retirement.
Cookies! Thank you, Your Excellency.
so much.
Their Majesties have need of Despotisa Aishi al-Rumaya.
Despotisa, when we recognized you a month ago, we did not have your scroll in hand, and we wanted to present it now, especially while its artist, Mistress Saraswati of the Midrealm, was here to be able to be recognized with.
That's all.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Thank you again for the beauty that you bring to our life.
3 cheers for Despotisa Aishi.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
And a very great thank you to Mistress Saraswati. Even though she is not a member of the Outlands, she has provided great service for us during this reign, and we thank her immensely.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
There are no words for your friendship, companionship, support, love, advice, spitefulness.
Late night phone calls, early morning phone calls.
No early morning. We're gonna do that.
Be an item.
Oh, that's right. Good. So the only words I have to say are, it's fine.
You are both so dear to us. You have spent so much time being there for us when we needed it, helping us. I'm just overwhelmed. So we would like to recognize you.
Pay heed to the words of Simon, by right of arms, Ra of the Outlands, and Aria, by grace and courtesy, Van of the Outlands. Let it be known unto all that in consideration of the good and faithful services rendered to our kingdom by our subjects, Jose Taberna de Torquemada and Genoveva Meyer, it is our intent to confer upon them this day by creating them as Baron and Baroness of the Court of the Outlands. We grant your excellencies Baron Jose and Baroness Genoveva all rights and privileges pertaining thereunto, including the acclaimed praise of which they are so worthy. In witness whereof we set our hands this 17th day of January in the 60th year of the Society, being 2026 Gregorian. Simon and Aria Ven. Baron Jose's scroll is the work of Imania. Baroness Genoveva's scroll is a work in progress.
That's all.
By me.
Thank you both.
for their excellencies, Jose and Genoveva. Hip hip.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
Their Majesties call before them the Order of the Golden Lance.
We find your order short, and we would like to rectify this while we can, in front of all of you having you here today, which is awesome, and our populace.
Teresia Toma, present.
The work that you do, the beauty that you and Scooby bring, everything that you have done to support the equestrian community in this kingdom, our kingdom, and us personally. I didn't really understand what this really meant when I began wearing it at the beginning of this reign. I think I have a better understanding now because of the amazing members of our equestrian community, and especially because of you. Thank you so much.
Heed now the words of Simon and Aria, Va and Hen of the Outlands. Let the good tidings ring out like the beating of hooves of the fierce gestriers upon the hardened earth, so all may know that through exceptional skill, knowledge, and service to the equestrian arts, Teresia Toma has greatly enriched our realm. It is therefore our pleasure to prefer and admit her by grant of arms to the Order of the Golden Lance of the Outlands. By our hands this 17th day of January, Anno Societatis 60, being 2026 Gregorian. Simon Va, Aria Ren. The scroll is the work of the Honorable Lady Kokachin and myself.
I have begged a favor of their majesties. 6 years ago, Mistress Arabella gave me this belt as her equerry. My lancer, my friend, my mentor. Thank you. And I return this belt to you in trust until there is a new equerry added to the household.
It has been a great honor, and all that you have used and far exceeded all the expectations when I first met you. The first time we went on the trail ride, I was on the ring of January 1st, and we had got a lunar horse, a new person who sat on the horse exactly twice in her life. It was not a lunar horse. And she kept her calm, she didn't panic, she handled it, and I said, I must have this person.
Huzzah!
Now you have a job.
Three cheers for the Honorable Lady Teresia. Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Their Majesties have need of Mistress Saraswati.
Sometimes you meet a person and immediately know that they are a singular individual. Before this reign, I did not know Mistress Saraswati at all. But through the course of our reign, she has provided work and beautiful, beautiful works of art for us to give out and to supplement our already overtasked scribes. Thank you all, scribes, again. I'm not sorry for what I put you through, but I am incredibly grateful to all of our scribes for the amazing hard work and all of the beauty that they have brought to our kingdom and to our populace members when we have been able to give them awards. And Saraswati just continues to give, and I would like to recognize you with my court honorary.
For Mistress Saraswati and her service, 3 cheers. Hip, hip.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
Their Majesties call forward Amani Rhanes Kadake of Kush. Or a representative thereof, if she is not here today.
Do we have a representative?
Unto all who come by these letters, do we, Simon and Aria, and men of the Outlands, send greetings. Where it has come to our notice that through diverse great efforts, Amani Rhanes Kadake of Kush has considerably enriched our realm. It is thus our pleasure to recognize the achievements with an award of arms. At this time, the responsibilities of this rank continue to be met. We further charge Lady Amani Rhanes to consult with ourselves and our heralds to determine suitable and unique arms that she may bear these arms throughout the known world as a sign of her great merit. Done by our hands on this 17th day of January, Annus Societatis 60, being 2026 Gregorian, Simon and Aria Ven. The scroll is the work of Baroness Phaedra of Phaistos and Alexandria Ocastrina.
3 cheers for Lady Amani Rhanes. Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
Hip.
Huzzah!
Their Majesties have need of the companions of the stag's blood.
How about robustness?
Robust. We can look
How about enthusiastic? I'd say that's on par with robust. Yeah, I feel that's
I'll say something once you come.
Their Majesties call forward Lord Gerbrut of Unserhofen.
You've only been with us in the kingdom for a relatively short period of time, but you have already made yourself known. You have already placed your stamp on this kingdom, and you have impressed us mightily with your fervor, with your joy, with your incredibly hard fighting, and just the fact that you are an amazing person and an amazing addition to our kingdom. One of my all-time favorite memories will be fighting this young man at VVV in 4 or 5 inches of snow while he was not wearing a shirt. Thank you. I really look forward to you continuing to grow in the society and taking on new and more and bigger responsibilities and getting to be a better and better fighter because you are so joyous about it. I know that you will just continue to work hard to be better. And so for that, we would like to make you a stag split.
Whereas Gerbrut of Unserhofen has displayed great skill in his acts on the field of combat, it is our will that he be admitted to the Order of the Stag's Blood. His great merit. We grant him the right to bear the insignia of the order, to wit, Vert and Salter, a sword and purple crafted oars surmounted by a stag's head kavast argent, armed with an aborger and battle board. To which we set our hands this 3rd day of January, and a societas 16 being 2026 Gregorian. Simon and Aria Ven, the banner is the work of the Honorable Lady Queer.
Huzzah!
Learned this, and I'm just so excited to see what you do.
Three cheers for the martial prowess of Lord Gerbrut and Pip.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
I still remember that. No shirt, man. I tell that all the time.
My brain.
Brain hugs.
Their Majesties call forward the Order of the Stag.
Sometimes you have conversations with someone, detailed conversations, lots of work, lots of fun, and you make assumptions about places where they belong, and then suddenly you're like, what? I thought they were, okay, fine.
a kingdom officer. He has worked, he has helped. He is a veritable, constant moving machine. And when we discovered that this oversight had happened, we thought it was important for us to correct it, because he has done great service to the populace, to the kingdom, and to ourselves personally, and he has earned this in our eyes, and we want it many times over, and we wanted to recognize him on this day.
Proclaim to all gentles and nobles, and let it be known by these present letters that we, Simon and Aria, Va and Van of these mighty Outlands, send due commendations and greetings. We hope not only to embellish, but to increase the dignity of the Outlands when we dispense titles of honor amongst noble, discreet, and valiant persons. Wherefore we have directed our regard and our consideration to Andreas von Meissen, who has rendered to us and our kingdom not only useful, but fruitful and honorable service. Hence we do prefer and create him, by grant of arms, a companion of the stag. We further grant him the right to bear the insignia of the order. 2 stags combatants, sustaining between them, Colin Argent, Ordure, and Grail Or. Done by our hands this 17th day of January, Anno Societatis 60, being 2026 Gregorius. Simon Va, Aria Van. The scroll is the work of Mistress in Harad and Baroness Yazida.
He has to sign his own scroll.
Three cheers for the service of Meister Andreas and Pip.
Huzzah!
Pip.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Oh, they were paying for him.
Oh, they're signing it right now? Their Majesties have need of Dom Servi di Viano.
Sorry, I didn't know. You may not have known that when I asked Kinsey Ibarra to be the head of my Queen's Guard and retinue, that the next 6 months, 8 months, 9 months of your life were going to get very, very busy. And you're easy to miss because you're always here. You're always quiet. You're always just there, being a support, lending your kindness and your friendship. And your constant, beautiful, quiet gravitas and comportment to me, to those around me, mostly to me. And that kind of service is so beautiful because it doesn't ask anything of the crown or the people around you. It just is. And I wanted to recognize that with my Queen's grace.
Aria, Van of the Outlands, to all in singular, send greetings and due commendations. Whereas Servi di Viano has carried himself with grace and shown that courtesy which is the mark of a gentleman, I do this day admit him to the order of the Queen's Grace. I know of His Excellency and holy graces. By my hand, the 17th day of January, Anno Societatis 60, being 2026 Gregorian. Aria, Van. The scroll is the work of Mistress Lieva.
We were all quietly working on surprises for each other.
Three cheers for the service of Don Sergio. Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
Hip.
Huzzah!
Your Majesties, the Windover Bard has a presentation for your court.
Good morning, gathered populace. I'm very happy to see you all here for such a momentous occasion. And in the midst of such formality, I thought we might bring some levity to this court. Hooray! And so I bring you a tale from my travels. There once was a young, noble woman, and her father came to her one day and told her that it was time for her to marry. But being headstrong, he allowed her that she may have one condition to determine who her future betrothed would be. And so she went to her gathered populace, one much like this, and she said to the assembled suitors that she would have need of them to bring their finest feathered fiend. And so the first suitor to go out traveled the lands far and wide, knowing that he needed a beast that would impress her, that would bring her the most joy and delight. And so, over mountains, through valleys, rain, snow, driving wind, he searched. And finally, on a fine, glistening pond with waters of purest crystal, he found a paddling mallard, feathers resplendent, iridescent, gleaming in the light. And he knew that this was the bird. And so he dove in, grabbed the bird, and traveled hardily back home. The second suitor, seeing this, said, "Ah, that is too much effort for some noble girl. She's surely to be impressed with anything I bring her." And so, under the guise of night, he snuck out to the pond in the royal paddock, found himself some mere drake, a green feather, some broken feather tips. It did not matter. He was surely to be picked. He was the richest man in these noble lands. And so he plucked this bird and brought it back. Finally, the third said, those two, they have it all wrong. They're going for mere creatures. I think she's looking for something that would festoon her table. Something fine, something grand, something good to eat. And so he went out to the pasture, saw the finest gander, fattened, lovely, sure to delight any dinner table, and snatched it up. Finally, all three assembled on the day in which she was to pick her betrothed, and she saw the offerings. And she said, "Gentlemen, I have asked you to bring me a bird. I have asked you to bring me something that would prove yourself worthy of my hand. But it seems instead you've brought me a duck, goose."
Within the fellowship of the society, 5 orders of great merit have been created to recognize excellence in arms and chivalry, in arts and sciences, in service to the realm, and in the art of defense, and in prowess with ranged weapons. A companion of each of these orders is one whose skill is not hoarded but shared, whose teaching seeks to remove barriers, whose service strengthens community, and whose conduct models fairness, courtesy, and grace. The Order of Chivalry honors those whose martial excellence is guided by honor and responsibility. The Order of the Pelican honors those whose sustained service ensures that all may participate and belong. The Order of Defense honors those who wield steel and discipline and respect. The Order of the Mark honors those whose skill with ranged weapons is matched by integrity and restraint. In the second year of the society, there was called into being the Second Great Order of Peerage, the ancient and honorable Order of the Laurel, to recognize artisans and craftsmen who devote untold hours to works of lasting beauty and purpose, and who labor so that knowledge, skill, and opportunity may be made more equal throughout the realm. It is the privilege of the Crown to elevate into companionship in this order such persons as it sees fit. The Crown now calls before them the companions of the ancient and honorable Order of the Laurel here present.
Before we continue, I would like to let our populace know that the maker of this spectacular clothing that we are wearing today is, in fact, our newest victim.
Huzzah! The Crown now calls the Honorable Lady Leonor Cuerva de Segovia y Avila to come before this court and company.
Once upon a coronation came together Outlands nation, gathering in celebration of crowns to come and those before, when at length a lady entered, known for sartorial splendor, made to honor Hrothgar and Ingriðr, came the seamstress named Lenore. Seamstress she, and yet much more. Knowledge seeker, ever seeking, in musty storerooms archives keeping, sharing research and revealing secrets found in tomes by score of ancient and forgotten lore. In fine gown, her own creation, passed before the population, honoring the proclamation Crown had made 4 months before, came the seamstress named Lenore, came unto the crowns before. And this seamstress, wise and knowing, still is sewing, still is sewing. With the work her deeds are showing, shall her brow be unadorned? Quoth the laurels, nevermore!
Lenore, have you undertaken to accept companionship in the ancient and honorable Order of the Laurel that was offered to you at Albron Champions? This pleases us greatly.
Bring forth the medallion. Let this medallion pass from hand to hand among the members of the order gathered here. symbolize the bond that you shall have with each of us. Before we have others speak of Lenore, there are some things that I would say, because I can't. I met this amazing woman when she moved to the Outlands a few years ago. She was still recovering from some trauma, but she came out, introduced herself, became a part of this barony, had a similar traveling history to myself and my husband, never resting for very long in any one spot. Yet everywhere she rested, new clothing sprang forth, people learned, and she helped bring beauty into so many different worlds. We started talking, we started welcoming her into our local barony, and she immediately made an impact. We had a local Southern A&S event, and as Maestra Genoveva had been offered for the Order of Defense and wanted a German ceremony, this amazing lady stood all day at that event and patterned anyone who wanted to make a German gown for that elevation. When you see photos of that elevation, or if you were present, almost every gown there was either made by this woman or was patterned by this woman, who then spent countless hours helping new tailors learn how to make complicated, beautiful clothing so that they could celebrate their friend. And in that, she became all of our friends. And she made such a mark on this barony because I saw so many people feeling beautiful. Some of them for the first time in real clothing. And that is what and who we are.
Huzzah.
Huzzah. Gathered representatives, as members of the peerage, do you now affirm that Leonore has grown in wisdom, generosity, and equitable conduct, seeking not only excellence of craft, but fairness of access and justice of judgment, the true hallmarks of a faithful peer?
Assembled peers, we would now hear your words and have you share them with our populace.
Sir Jose Taberna de Torquemada and Sir Bjorn Hawkson, representatives of the Order of Chivalry.
This lovely woman, anyone who meets her will immediately be struck by her comportment and humility of spirit after you shrug off the garb shop. She's always patient and helpful and willing to share her knowledge, which she's accrued in garbing entire courts throughout the known world. And she shares of that freely. This woman's my peer.
Huzzah.
Majesties, Your Excellencies. How to write this down? For many reasons.
Jose wrote for you, that's okay.
And I spell checked it. If anyone's seen a text from me, you know.
Oh, God.
Today I speak on the Order of Chivalry for the candidate Lenore, who is before us, and before you as the Order of the Royal. I come here not to list her accomplishments, but to speak of the virtue I've seen in her life every day. Fortitude. Fortitude is often something reserved for the battlefield. The strength to stand firm in the face of hardship, opposition, ridiculed. But fortitude is also not only found there, but also found in other moments of conflict. It's a daily virtue, practiced quietly, consistency, and without expectation of reward. Lenore practices fortitude every day. From the moment I met her, both within society and beyond it, she has been someone whose word carries weight, and she's done what she says she's going to do, even when it costs her time, her energy, and her comfort. She gives of her knowledge just as freely as her friendship. I've seen her support the Order of Chivalry through the clothing she's made for fighting and the clothing she's made for others. The work she's created with care, with purpose, and with understanding that it will be relied upon and worn. And through that example she sets, she shows us even those who do not stand behind us and with us on the battlefield embody fortitude in its truest form. Caring for others, shielding the weak, bearing the hardships that the other need not bear. That's the kind of courage that does not shout, but it endures. And so Lenore stands and sits before us today. I can say without hesitation, without reservation, that she's truly worthy in the ways that matter most. It is my honor to fully endorse this candidate to the Order of the Laurel on the behalf of the Order of Chivalry.
Well spoken. Master Doman de Alsace and Duchess Yasmin Al-Hadaya, representatives of the Order of the Laurel.
Your Majesties, my friends, Lenore is known. She is known by her skillful works, which shine beyond the many lands in which she has lived. She is known for her discerning medieval eye, seeing beyond the surface of our forebears' works to create visions of detailed depth and beauty. Leonore joyfully joins the endeavors of others, elevating those projects and uplifting them far beyond the initial vision of a humble fire seneschal into glories. She shares her knowledge in 1,000 ways, both obvious and subtle. Ready or not, you will learn things. Anyone who stands still long enough will find themselves a recipient of your friendship, of your art, of your generosity. Your Majesties, this woman is a paragon, and she is my hero.
Well spoken.
Your Majesties, I met the lady before you almost half a lifetime ago. And though she may not remember our first meeting, I remember it vividly. She was an amazing inspiration in the room, not only for her garb, her art, but her personality and the feelings that she brought about those events. She makes amazing clothing. Not costumes, but clothing. Clothing that should step right out of a painting or back end. It is inspiring to not just see her clothes, but her joy, or her attitude through much hardship. I could go on and on about her art, but I think more important is her strength. She has endured much in the SCA and out, and has endured and always has a smile on her face, no matter what may be going on at the time. And Your Majesties, she is not only my hero, but she will continue to be one of my inspirations.
Aishi al-Rumaya and Mistress Simha bint Yusuf, representatives of the Order of the Pelican.
I carry words from Simha bint Yusuf. Greetings all from Anther. I send these words on behalf of my friend, Lenore. Her talent, artistry, and skill are well proven across the known world and back again. But today I would speak to her generosity. She gifts her knowledge and time freely so that others can learn, and bestows her wearable works of art, both near and far, to old and new friends alike. Good gentles, Lenore is one of the most giving and hardworking people I know, because that's just who she is. She is a light to many, guiding, inspiring, and supporting those around her. Your Majesties, Lenore is my peer. And I myself, Aisha al-Rumayana, I rise to speak on behalf of the Order of the Pelican. Lenore's art and her knowledge is freely given. Her art is service. Her service is in art. For these reasons, the Order of the Pelican is honored to stand in support of Lenore's induction into the Order of the Laurel.
Maestra Genoveva Meyer and Mistress Emma Lizette, representatives of the Order of Defense.
I am Grafin Emma Lizette, Mistress to the Order of Defense. I am from Monstiora. With your Majesty's permission and the esteemed Order of the Laurel, I do have words for good gentle. Of the 8 virtues of the Order of Defense, I would speak to your devotion. Devotion, a feeling of love or loyalty, deep commitment, and devoted efforts towards a person, cause, or a goal. The persona you see standing before you today is wholeheartedly due to Leonore. At a Gulf War many years ago now, I saw the most amazing chronic dress I had ever seen outside of paintings. So with my best Southern and my AOA, I approached and I said, "Your dress is so pretty." She giggled. Oh my. Instantly, she was kind, passionate, and a wealth of knowledge, which she gave freely. We spoke for a good while, and unfortunately, she now knew more about the persona I wanted to have than I think she bargained for. Sorry. I'm good. I thanked her for the advice and the time, and we both went about our day. The next day, after a long time on the field and fighting, got back to my camp, and on my bed laid the dress that I so admired the day before. Yes. I was truly speechless, grateful, and hoped that someday I would live up to the advice she had given me. Leonore's kindness, passion, generosity, skill, and commitment in the arts has only deepened over the years. Her influence has not only grown my interest in the arts, but so many others throughout known kingdoms around the world. Leonore's devotion to the arts is a mark of a peer. Your Majesties, all gathered here today, our society is better because of Leonore. So without hesitation, I say to your Majesties, she is my peer.
I am Genoveva Meyer, and I speak on behalf of the Order of Defense. I would like to speak about Lenore's courage. I have not known Lenore as long as some of you have, but I know that she was in a place when we met that she wasn't necessarily ready to continue her journey. But she did. She pushed through, and that takes courage. Mundanely, I come from an art background, and I know it takes courage to put a piece of yourself out there. It also takes courage to cut into $200 a yard fabric. But I think for me, courage, from what I've seen from you, is you defend everyone weaker than yourself, but including yourself. And courage is the lion in your heart being louder than the frog in your throat. So I would like to wholeheartedly endorse my friend, my fairy godmother, and my peer.
That's all.
Mistress Karma Tinson-Condro, representative of the Order of the Mark.
Your Royal Majesties, peers, and gentle populace, I, Mistress Karma Tinson-Condro, speak today on behalf of the Order of the Mark for the elevation of the Honorable Lady Leonore to the Order of the World. We, as an Order of the Mark, hold dear the values of precision, balance, selfless guidance, and service to the realm. We see these same virtues shining brightly in Lenore's mastery of the arts of cooking and sewing, arts that sustain and adorn our community with the same care and exactness that we bring to every shot and cast. She has sewn since she was 2 years old. As one shining example of her skill, she devoted 9 years to the deep study of recreation of women's clothing from the Castile region in Spain. Her work, including the needles she used and the iron she used, were all period. Her work, born of meticulous research and historical craftsmanship, was begged to be displayed with honor at a museum in Spain. Throughout her entire life in the SCA, spanning 14 kingdoms, Lenore has embodied inclusion and diversity. She welcomes every voice, teaches generously, and ensures all feel seen and valued in our society. In the Mark, we aim with purpose, toward self-mastery and toward the protections of others. Lenore has struck true again and again, nourishing bodies, clothing souls, and uniting us all. On behalf of the Order of the Mark, we celebrate her elevation to the laurel. May her wreath forever reflect the balance, precision, guidance, and service that enrich our world.
That's all.
Isabel Peregrinus, representative of the Royal Peers.
Your Majesty, I'm coming from the frozen north, all the way here to see my family. I've been honored to watch Leonore grow and prosper, and I didn't think she could actually grow anymore. But then she outstandingly performs, and you just watch in awe. As I watched you, your garden, I watched her, and I'm just reminded of her talent. And like many people have spoken before, she gives up so freely, so willingly. On the morning of her elevation, she was dressing others. She was making sure we all looked pretty and perfect, because that's how she is. Through the years, I watched her acting like a rose, with kindness and compassion, not just to her family, but also to her chosen family. It is truly my honor and my privilege to call her my dear.
That's all.
Gentle peers, we thank you all for your wise counsel. Bring forth lightning, the great sword of state. Leonore, you have been deemed fit for this high estate by your peers.
and have indicated your willingness to accept this honor from our hands, do you now swear by all that you hold sacred, true, and holy, that you will honor and defend the crown and kingdom of these Outlands? That you will persevere in the pursuit of excellence in these arts and sciences, mindful that true mastery is measured not only by skill, but how it is shared.
That you will teach with patience and fairness, striving to remove barriers, so that all who seek to learn may find welcome and opportunity as you already have. I will.
That you will honor and respect your peers, of the chivalry, of the laurel, of the pelican, of the defense, and of the mark. Valuing each path as equal in dignity.
I will.
That you will conduct yourself in all matters as befits a peer, practicing integrity, equity, and compassion, to the benefit of your own good name and the greater good of the Outlands.
I will.
Then having sworn these solemn oaths, know now that we, Simon and Aria, by right of arms, Ra and Ren of these Outlands, do proclaim you to be a companion of the ancient and honorable order of the Laurel.
Gotcha. Let the medallion be brought forward. Take from our hands this medallion, which bears the laurel wreath, that is the symbol of your order. Wear it as a reminder that honor carries responsibility, and that excellence is made greater when shared with humility.
Bring forth the wreath. This wreath represents the noble plant. There it is. From which your order takes its name. Long has it been a mark of excellence. Today, let it also stand for balance, fairness, and a shared triumph of community. Wear it as a sign of the esteem of your companions in the ancient and honorable order of the Laurel.
Not only have you long demonstrated excellence in your art across many kingdoms, but you have provided us with many exemplary services throughout our reign and beyond, and not just Court. As you may notice, there is something important. This is because as we name you a laurel this day, we also name you a baroness of our
Yeah, that's not really gonna hold the hair.
Very, very slowly. Bring forth the mantle.
A peer shall act at all times in accordance with the chivalric virtues of honor and service, conducting themselves with courtesy, responsibility, and care in all interactions.
A peer shall be responsible steward of resources, safeguarding time, funds, property, knowledge, and goodwill, and using them wisely for the benefit of the common weal.
A peer shall fairly deal with others and shall value and respect the worth and dignity of every individual, recognizing that all persons are deserving of equitable treatment and consideration.
A peer shall practice inclusiveness and respect diversity, welcoming differing backgrounds, abilities, identities, and paths within the society, and working to remove barriers to participation.
A peer shall actively promote and uphold a safe and respectful environment, taking responsibility for their own conduct and intervening when necessary to protect the well-being of others.
A peer shall act with transparency, fairness, integrity, and honesty, being accountable for their actions and decisions, and continuing to be worthy of the trust placed in them.
A peer shall maintain a harassment-free environment in all society spaces, neither engaging in nor tolerating harassment, intimidation, or abuse.
A peer shall avoid conduct that reflects adversely upon the society or its members, understanding that their behavior, both public and private within the society and its context, reflects upon the honor and peerage of the SCA as a whole.
At this time, I would swear fealties around the
It shall please us to accept your fealty.
This day do I render homage and fealty to my sovereign lord and lady, Simon and Aria, my right of arms, Ross and Ren of the Outlands, who will, from this day forward, be my liege lord and lady. I will remain true in all ways, serving them faithfully, and striving always for fairness, inclusion, and justice within this growth. This do I say and swear, upon my honor and the ideals I hold as a peer of this realm. So say I, Maestra Leonor Cueva de Segovia y Villa.
We accept your homage and fealty, and pledge to you that from this day forward, until the end of our reign, you are our liege woman, that we will honor your order and defend your rights as a peer, and that we will protect the trust that you have placed in us, mighty with justice, tempered with mercy. Arise, Maestra, and let the scroll be read.
Be it known to the present age and to all future generations of our subjects that Simon, by right and grace of the sword, crowned King of the Outlands, aided and inspired by the grace of Aria, our queen, do send heartfelt greetings. It being the 17th day of January in the 60th year of the society, we do celebrate the coronation of our heirs, and also seek to recognize the great skill of our friend Leonor Cueva de Segovia and Avila in the fine art of needlework and all things textile related. We do hereby bestow upon her the wreath of the most noble order of the Laurel, in recognition whereof we have impressed the character of the royal name. Simon and Aria.
The scroll is the work of Mistress Saraswati.
Go down and greet your peers. Always remembering. Vita, vera, pulcra, est.
For Maestra Lenore, hip hip!
Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
I really cannot feel that. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I would have expected that through quite
Their Majesties call forward Mistress Adelaide Verbois.
My lords and ladies, attend the crowd.
Over the last number of months, many of you have heard me refer to Adelaisa as my emotional support baroness. Beginning from the time Dwen tried to kill me, Adelaisa has been there, either on the thrones, in the royal room, or by our side in so many other different ways, doing so many amazing things for this kingdom and for us personally that I cannot even dream of being able to number them. And for every crown. We are just the latest in a long line of people that you have served and helped and been there for. I had no idea 9 months ago that during this reign I would gain so many wonderful friends, and that I would gain one in particular that I know that I can count on in any situation. That will be there, that will work, and that will be an example of others for how to do this, how to represent, and how to give of yourselves graciously, kindly, and in so many other ways. And for that, you are my walker of the way.
Renoir is a gentlewoman whose virtues and chivalry shine forth in this realm. We are therefore minded to name her a walker of the way of the Outlands. We purpose to go as she has gone before, to be as a palmer on the path before us to light our way. We further grant Mistress Adelaisa the right to bear the insignia of this most noble order, to wit, argent, a palmer robed, hooded, and bearing a staff sable, that all may know of our high esteem. By our hands this 17th day of January, Anno Societatis 60, being 2026 in the Common Era. Simon and Aria Ren, the scroll is the work of Mistress Angel.
Such a beautiful recommendation. Carlos, you wrote such a beautiful recommendation for a court. We have a little something.
3 cheers for Mistress Adelaisa, walker of the way. Capet.
Thank you all. We are so excited for the celebration that will be the rest of our days, for 2 such amazing and glorious heirs, and for everything that all of you have taught us over the last 9 months, because we have learned so much from everything you have given and all of your words that we can never thank you.
We love you more than we have words for. And we are extraordinarily excited to have Hrothgar and Ingriðr become our heirs. For they are amazing people, and we know that we leave this kingdom in good hands with them. For they are great leaders, and they will do an amazing job. But I ask all of you, in the way that you have helped us, please be there to help them. Because there are many times during the reign that the way is not always clear. And that kindness, support, and sometimes a gentle nudge in the right direction can make all the difference. So I thank you once again, and I charge all of you to please do everything within your powers to assist our heirs in what I know will be an amazing, amazing reign. Thank you.
Huzzah.